Hey everybody! So today I'm going to show you all about the different sizes that I have to offer. Okay, a lot of people ask what inserts go in there, and I think if you read the description, I clearly state what inserts go in there, but just to clear some stuff up, I'm going to go ahead and do a demonstration on them, and hopefully that will help you when you're looking and trying to decide what size you need. Okay, so this one here is the pocket size. Okay, and I intended for it to hold Moleskine Cahiers. Okay, the word Cahier does not mean the size of it. It means how many pages it has, from what I can gather. If I am wrong, somebody please correct me, but Cahier, I'm pretty sure, means that it has 64 pages. Okay, so this notebook is 3.5 by 5.5. It's the same size as the Field Notes brand. Okay, and these come in a pack of 3, and they're about $8 depending where you buy them. Right now they're 30% off at Barnes & Noble. That's where I got these, and you can get them in squared, plain, lined, ruled, whatever, and that's what I had intended for this notebook. Okay, so really quick, this charm, my daughter makes these charms, and they will be for sale in my Etsy shop in September. So, but anyway, I want to show you. Okay, this is my little mini Pilot G2 pen. Love this pen because I know somebody's going to ask me what pen that was. But anyway, this will hold, this has inside of it 6 notebooks. Okay, so okay, and this notebook here is from Bandit Apple, and I rounded the corners because they were square and I like round, so I rounded them. Okay, so these two are piggybacked in. Okay, so they're hooked in together with a rubber band, and then around this one here. And this one I'll demonstrate on. The other ones I'm not going to demonstrate on because they're all done the same way. Okay, this one is piggybacked in with one in the middle, on the middle string, and then this one here is all by itself. Okay, so it's holding 6. But you can see that nothing is peeking out the edge. They all fit in there nice, really nice. There's a fly in here and he's annoying me. Anyway, they fit in here really nice. Nothing's peeking out, and it does feel nice and sturdy in the hands though. I kind of like that substantial feeling, but I just don't have that much to write down, so I would never carry this much personally, but I know there are other people who would. So this is the pocket size. Alright, pocket size, and this is creme brulee for those who will ask, because I know someone will. Creme brulee, and it holds 6. Okay. The next one is a size narrow. Now the reason why I made the size narrow is because I love Midori paper. I think it's fabulous paper, and this is a Midori notebook right here. Okay, and so I made a narrow size, even though I don't like this size personally for myself. It's too narrow. I just don't like this format. Works great for others, but not so much for me because I have gigantic handwriting and it's too narrow for me. But this is Storyteller leather, so it has to be trained to go around all of these inserts. And in here right now I have 6 inserts. 2 of them are Midori inserts, and the other 4 are about twice as thick as a Midori insert. So if you do that math, that's 8, 9, 10 Midori inserts that you could fit in here. And they're not, you know, with the exception of this, which is, this one is a tip-in that I did, but they don't poke out the edges. Okay, this one does, but this isn't part of the book. It's just a piece of paper I stuck in there. But that's it. They'll all fit in there. And they're put in there pretty much the same. Okay? The same way as the other one. And that's a Midori insert right here. And all the rest are about double the thickness of a Midori insert. If you can see it right there. They're about double. So you can see that the narrow, my size narrow, will hold a lot of inserts. And it's designed for Midori paper inserts because I really like their paper. Okay, this is another narrow. This is the dark chocolate. I have had this for about 7 or 8 months, and I use it all the time. Okay, he's like old and yummy and delicious, and I call him Louie. But anyway, this is the most I carry with me. I carry a 6-pocket folder. It's a modification of one of Pocketful of Vintage's folders. I kind of did my own thing with it. Inside of that are my envelopes that I keep my receipts in. Okay, and so that's the first one. And then I have my bullet journal to-do list guy here, and then I have my date book here. Okay, and this is the one I carry with me everywhere and do everything with. And as you can see, there's still room for more. There's like, you know, it has some, I don't know if you can see that, it has some leather that overhangs, but everything's nice inside, fits nicely inside there. Okay, and then let's see, the next one is the wide. Okay, this is my personal favorite format, and this is the Carrie Harling Violet, and on camera it looks magenta. It is not magenta, it's dark purple. I just want to clarify that. This one has, this is a piece of wood, and eventually I'll probably put something on it, but for now it's just a piece of wood and it's covering up my silly mistake. But I really love this anyway, and so I'm going to show you inside here. Okay, these are the Moleskine Cahiers, and they come in a set of 3 just like the other one, and they measure 5 inches by 8 1/4. Okay, so that's what you want in here for the wide, any 5-inch notebook. But again, they're Cahiers, so they're 64 pages. Oh no, they're not, they're 80 pages. So I really want to look up and find out exactly what Cahier means, because I know it doesn't mean the size of the book. So it might just mean notebook. I'm going to look it up. But anyway, these, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. They're right flush with the edge, but they're not poking over. Okay, so they're really flush, but they're not extending past the edge. And that's the wide. Now, what some people do, and I know Carrie Harling does this, is she'll take all of the ones from the narrow, and she will really load this up. And I've seen some people take the wide and load up with Midori inserts, and I mean, that is like the chunkiest thing I've ever seen. I personally would never carry something like that, but if you need a ton of notebooks with you at all times, then that might be an option. Rather than getting a narrow, get the wide and really load it up with the Midori sized inserts. And I will do that to one of them here in a second, just for an experiment, just to see how many we can get in there. But not this one. I'm going to do it to a different one. So okay, so the next one is the extra wide, which is what this one is. And inside I have a Fabriano notebook. It measures 8.25 by 6. and this is intended for any notebook that measures 8.25 by 5.5 to 6 inches wide. And I only have one in here, but this will easily fit 4. Okay, so there's plenty of room in there for, you know, 3 more. If you want to have a really chunky wide, okay, if you want to have a really chunky wide, then get the extra wide and really load it up. All right, I would not recommend loading this size up with the Midori sized inserts, because you would have it would just be way too big and you would have a lot of excess leather hanging off the edge. So I don't recommend that. But okay, so let's try a wide and see just how many of these little inserts we can get in them. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to start with this double one right here, and I'm just going to double it up and stick it under the first string there. And then I'm going to get another rubber band. Okay, and this is called piggybacking or doubling up. Okay, so I'm going to just get, if I can find the middle, there we go. And I am almost done with this bullet journal, and when I'm done I will be moving into the wide and staying there. I will no longer be using a size narrow. But for now, this is what we got. Okay, so here's 4 inside of here. Okay, and oh, one of these is a Piccadilly. You can get Piccadillys at Barnes & Noble. They come in a 3-pack for like $6. If you order them online, they're even less expensive. And they're about twice the thickness of the Midori inserts. Okay, so I'm going to grab another rubber band, stretch it a little bit first. Okay, and I'm going to double up. Okay, and then put that one in there. Now this leather is new and hasn't been used yet, so I'm going to have to form it around these notebooks. Okay, and then this one. That is not right. Okay, there's the middle. And these ones are, in particular, they're handmade inserts, and they're very thick because they use quite thick paper. So they're really thick. So now remember, this notebook is a size wide. Okay, that is so extremely chunky. I mean, my goodness, so big. Okay, and there it is. It all fits and nothing is peeking out the sides. I mean, I need to form the leather because it's not been around anything this big before. I don't even know if the elastic will go around. Yep, it will. Holy smokes. I am blown away. That is humongous. I would never carry that. Never. It's too big for me. But I do see people that do this, and I'm always blown away because that is just a huge chunky monkey. Oh my goodness. And if this appeals to you and this is something that you want to do, you know, I used the size wide with the 4.5-inch inserts. So that's the Midori sized inserts. And if that's what you want, then this is what you want to get. Okay? That is just, man, that's a brick. I could build a house with that. But anyway, I hope you learned something from all the different sizes. Okay, that I personally have to offer. Here's a narrow. Okay, and here's a normal wide as I intended it. Okay, and this is the extra wide. Okay, so I hope that it was helpful, and I hope that it answered any questions that you might have. And until next time, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.